Hello guys, my name is Bart. I'm from Just One More and this is my channel. Hello everyone, in today's video I will be proudly showing you one of the most beautiful spider in this collection. But before we're gonna go to the further, please, if you're visiting me for the first time and you didn't subscribe, just hit the subscription button and well, hit the bell button as well so you can be informed about the future videos which I will release. So in today's video, guys, we will be rehousing my absolutely favorite spider. It's Chilobrachys natanicharum, the spider which you can't go wrong with when you look at it, because it's beautifully colored. Well, actually not colored, but it's beautifully patterned by the iridescent blues and violets at the front legs of the spider and pedipalps, as well as on chelicers. But on chelicers, they are quite often a little bit more purplish. So yeah, so that spider, it was I was keeping that spider in the box which I was having from Asda, if I could remember. It's a 5.4 liter food storage box with clips. They are great boxes. It's just the thing that is not practical for any future breedings, because it's no space for the male to actually move about, no space for male to run away from it. And I decided to move her into the enclosure, which I was having as a spare. And that enclosure happens to be a power hut, 30 by 30, by, if I could remember, about 21, 22 centimeters. But you will see in the video. So yeah, I do hope you will enjoy it, and let's just get on with it. Okay guys, so let's start our rehousing. So Chilobrachys natanicharum, species endemic to Thailand, before known as Chilobrachys species electric blue. That changed in 2022 when he was described and named after the auction, which has been won by Nikada Properties CO Limited in Thailand, whose executives won the naming auction, and all the funds went to the charity. So, size-wise, this spider can reach about 13 to 15 centimeters in diagonal leg span. Of course, as the name suggests, as the place from where it is suggests, it's an old world spider, but what is quite interesting is a semi-fossorial spider. The growth rate of it's medium to fast, all depends from the conditions we will actually give it to the spider. It's spider which is not recommended for the beginners because of its extreme speed and sudden explosive bolting, and to be fair, it's quite quick to defend himself and will try to bite your fingers off, so you need to be very careful with him, regardless of your level of your experience. If you're experienced keeper, or if you're just starting to keep the old world species and you're not very familiar with it, you still need to be very careful. Now, lifespan of the spiders, it's actually taken to be for females around 12 to 15 years, which is quite good for Chilobrachys species, to be fair, and males, it's quite standard 3 to 4 years. So yeah, males, like in any other species, living away shorter than females, and males are sexually dysmorphic from the females, losing all the color and becoming black and gray. So like I said, Chilobrachys natanicharum, it's native to a country of Thailand, specifically in mangroves forest regions, living in the both tree hollows and underground. So climate-wise, to be fair, those spiders can be kept in temperatures between 24 and 28 degrees during the summer, and during the winter we can drop temperatures a little bit for around 22 degrees up. Humidity, I would recommend about 70 to 80% of relative humidity, of course. So everything coming from the ground. They do live very close to the riverbanks, very close to the places which they are actually at the risk of flooding. That's why that high humidity is actually here very much so important.
Beats fast, the pressure's on. Lock and roll with all I've got. Judo throws till the night is gone. Every moment is a shot. MMA.
Of course, we're adding a little bit of moss here. As you can see, I add some substrate. It's my own mix of topsoil. I'm mixing the topsoil with spider life and a little bit of sand for better drainage, so everything will go a little bit more on the bottom of the enclosure, all the water. Now adding moss to help to keep the humidity. I'm using here 30 by 30 by 21 or 22, can't remember now, but as you could see, I make a slope. So on the front of the enclosure is a little bit less substrate, and the substrate is raising up on the back of the enclosure. Using here a cork bark for height. Of course, the cork bark is only, as you could see, used a handful of actually substrate on the top of the cork bark. So all the substrate is all the way back up. She got like a slope where she can actually dig it in. Of course, adding a little bit of leaf litter, quite important to water it as well down. Add the water dish, and yeah, the enclosure will be, thanks to that, ready. What is as well interesting about Chilobrachys natanicharum, that the spider is having very vivid blue coloration. It's created actually not by the pigments into the on the spider, but nanostructures on her hairs, which manipulate the light, and that produces the iridescent effect that shifts captivatingly with the viewing angle, to be fair. So all depends from which side of the spider you're gonna look, from which side of the spider is the light actually getting on the spider. You can see different kind of shades of blues and purples and different shades of blue, to be fair. But actually, the coloration of the spider, it's not the only one thing which is very much unusual about Chilobrachys natanicharum. They are having one of the most intriguing aspects of the spider world, where normally most Chilobrachys species, they are obligate burrowers. Well, Chilobrachys natanicharum can live under the ground, but They have been found as well in tree hollows and in burrows in the ground. So that will suggest that they exhibit fossorial tendencies, not obligate fossorial species. So it's only a tendency, but they may also utilize arboreal heights, which is quite interesting, to be fair, and that gives us a little bit more adaptivity, which we can use in captivity. So what is quite interesting, when they're using those arboreal heights, they are webbing up the antennas of the height, and they create a funnel inside of the height to imitate the antennas, which is quite nice thing to see, and I will be probably utilizing that in the future, and we will see what effects we can have. As you can see, our girl wasn't very keen to stay outside, so I just have a quick peek inside, then a few pictures, and that's it, guys. Yeah, and that was it, guys. I think it's a beautiful spider, absolutely my favorite, and I don't think that anyone gonna ask me why it's your favorite spider, because when you're gonna look at it, you can't stop looking. Spider is absolutely stunning. It's my favorite. If ever in my life someone gonna ask me what is your favorite spider, I'm telling you straight away, it's Chilobrachys natanicharum, because I don't know, the attitude of that spider. To be fair, a lot of people telling that they are very spicy, they are very, defensive, they are very quick to attack or bolt. Yes, they are, of course, they are. But in the right conditions, I do believe that every single spider is actually keeping calm within his enclosure, within his terrarium, where he is kept, because that is his house. And if you're not threatening him in any way, there's no reason for him to attack you, to bolt at you. Of course, stupidly, you can poke it, yeah, with whatever, and you can show it how aggressive it is, as you could saw on the video when I was trying to encourage her a little bit with the paintbrush to move from the braplast, where I was just having her for a moment of the whole rehousing. She straight away turned to the paintbrush and just go at it. So she was very fast at it. I'm not saying no. Yeah, of course. Of course, just remember those are the spiders which they are not handable at all. To be fair, there's no tarantula which is handable. I don't think we're supposed to handle the spiders in our hands. It's not comfortable for them. I don't understand how that can be comfortable for us. And first of all, it's dangerous for you and for you, spider, because if that spider gonna fell off your hands and slap the floor, there's a risk of the rupture, and you will have the spider, well, maybe taxiderm it or whatever, because he's not gonna be alive anymore. So we need to watch out on those things. Apart of that, remember about the significant venom. It's a medically significant venom, so it might cause a little bit more trouble than from the new words. And yeah, tell me, guys, what you think. What you think about the spider, about the enclosure? Do you think I could do something differently? Just let me know in comments below. It's all good. Yeah. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your dog, with your parents, with your parrot, with your neighbors, with everyone you want. And subscribe if you never subscribed before. Subscribe it, hit the bell button so you can see my future videos soon, hopefully. So yeah, thank you very much one more time for watching, and see you on the next one. Cheers!